Hi, for this International Museum Day we're here at the Shipwreck Galleries for the West Australian Museum, and we're in the Xantho Gallery, and I'm the bloke responsible for all of this. Michael McCarthy's my name, the Irish John Smith, and we're here to talk about the paintings to do with the SS Xantho. In the background here we have the Broadhurst family who owned the SS Xantho, Western Australia's first coastal steamer, and we have a man here who is one of the Malay divers who Broadhurst brought out 120 boys aged 12 to 14 on the Xantho for the pearling industry. Called Malays, though they're from all the islands north of Australia, including present-day Malaysia. What's of real importance to International Museum Day are these Indigenous images of the Xantho. It proved such a failure under Broadhurst that he and his family never kept any images. And in following his failings all the time, we're actually led to his wife, a feminist, a real polymath, musician and so on, and their daughter, a suffragette, trying to understand this crazy man who'd bring a ship out here for use in the pearling industry to sink 6 months after it got here. The amazing thing is, he didn't keep any images, but we think the Aboriginal people did. Images here at Indonoona Station north of Cossack, which we've got showing a ship we believe to be the Xantho with a sheep being lifted off one of the yards to go ashore. But the one for today, for International Museum Day, is this one here. This one is at Walga Rock, inland of Meekatharra. It's often been thought to be a Dutch East India ship, but anthropologists asked me, could this be a funnel? And did your ship have guns? And I said, no, but it could have had false gun ports, which you used in those days as a decoration. We also know that the Xantho was built as a paddle steamer based on the Loch Lomond, which had square scuttles, which is square portholes. And we believe this here to be an image of the Xantho done by a man called Sami Malay or Sami Hassan around about 1917, and we believe these to be either false gun ports or square scuttles, this to be the funnel, this to be a mizzen sail, not of the lateen type that the Dutch East India had, but of a more modern period, and these here, 4 lines of writing. Now, people from Malaysia came in the other day and they looked at this and said they think it might be Jawi, a Malay Arabic script, which fits nicely the idea of Sami Malay or Sami Hassan, who's known to have gone to Walga Rock in 1917, possibly being one of the Malays brought out on Xantho, possibly telling the Aboriginal people of his voyage and of what he did, and they then putting it in the extraordinary gallery at Walga Rock. It's amazing. This Muslim man comes out for the pearling industry, is one of our first, joins our first artists, the Aboriginal people, thousands and thousands of years old, and is allowed, or maybe the Aboriginal people themselves, put it on their gallery after he showed it to them in the sand. I think this is a wonderful story of culture, of technology. This is our Xantho, one of our most important ships, first mass-produced engines in the world are on this ship, but most importantly to me, apart from this extraordinary engineering feat that we have here, a Crimean War gunboat engine we can now turn over by hand thanks to our conservators. But to me, one of the greatest things is the link to the Indigenous people and to the possibly to Sami Malay or Sami Hassan. I hope you enjoy it. It's International Museums Day. This is about our cultures, and thank you. And do send notes back on YouTube and ask some questions and let us know whether you enjoyed our show here. Thank you.